Hi everyone. Today we want to learn how can use the MODIS moderate resolution imaging spectroradiometer for flood mapping. And this code demonstrates how to use this satellite. And the technique relies on a normalized different water index or NDWI, which helps identify the water bodies in a satellite imagery by analyzing the difference between the green and near infrared bands. And we selected as a case study Bangladesh, and flood event Bangladesh are measured by comparing the two time period, the pre-flood period before flooding occurs, and the second flood period when flooding is active. By analyzing this period, it's possible to detect areas that were not flooded previously but become flood later, which is useful for understanding the extent and impact of flood. So after the opening the code.rf engine and new script, we need to define the case studies areas. I defined the Bangladesh one using the file GAUL administrative boundary dataset. This allowed to analyze the focus on the Bangladesh specifically. This map is centered on a Bangladesh to focus the analysis at appropriate zoom level. And after this, we need to define the data range for pre-flood and flood period. We can define like this. And the data range for the pre-flood period is from May 1, 2023 to June 15, 2023. And the data range for the flood period is from June 16, 2023 to July 21, 2023. This data were chosen based on a typical flood season in Bangladesh. And after this, we need to load the MODIS 8-day surface reflectance data. MODIS provide the 8-day surface reflectance data, which include the key bands such as a green, band 4, and near infrared band 2. And the MODIS 061 mod 09A1 data is filtered by the region of Bangladesh. For explore more, you can search this in the data catalog, and you can see the availability from 2000 until now with the temporalization 8 there, and you can visit the download the user guides and see there the different bands name. After this step, we need to calculate the NDWI. I use the function like this for the calculate the NDWI. I'm using the green and near infrared bands. And the NDW values are higher for the water bodies and lower for the land, and making an effective index for flood detection. And the get NDWI function computes the NDWI for a given image. And after this step, we need to create the NDWI composite for pre-flood and after flood. Here we can write like this, where pre-flood, and for the both periods, pre-flood and flood, filter the MODIS data by data range, and compute the mean NDWI for the selected time period, and we clip the resulting image to the boundary of Bangladesh. And after this, we can detect the flood with the flood masks that detect the flooded areas, and the flood masks identify areas with the higher NDWI values in the flood period, indicating the water presence compared to the pre-flood period where NDWI should be low. And areas where the NDWI is greater than 0.1 during the flood period and less than 0.1 during the pre-flood period are considered flood. And display on the map. The final step is a display on map, and the pre-flood and flood NDWI layer are added to the map with the color palette. that range from the white land to dark blue the water. And the flood masks is displayed using the red color to highlight the detected flood areas. And if we run this code, you can see zoom it in the Bangladesh, and we have a three-layer pre-flood NDWI, flood NDWI, and detected flood. If we check this, you can see in a flood period we have a higher value of NDWI, and especially these areas increased water, and successfully we can detect the flooded areas. And for damage assessment, you can zoom these areas and, for example, find the affected city and affected building and affected areas. This approach utilized the MODIS satellite data and NDWI index to monitor and detect the floods in Bangladesh by comparing the NDWI values before and during the flood. And in system can effectively identify the flood areas, and the result is useful for flood monitoring, disaster management, and providing the valuable information for authorities to take action. Thank you for your watching. Please like and subscribe for our channel.